In Other Waters is a narrative game about exploring the ocean, but the screenshots and description don't really do it justice. You really need to see this in action, or of course play it for yourself on Nintendo Switch or PC from the 3rd of April. The twist is that you don't play the main character, the one who's stuck in a malfunctioning diving suit. You are the AI who has to guide Dr. Ellery using this stylish and abstract interface. It's Subnautica meets Duskers, with a hint of Metroid, and it's shaping up to be one of the most singular indie games of 2020. Let's take a look. So In Other Waters is by Jump Over the Age, with Gareth Damian Martin as the main brains behind it, and thanks to the publisher Fellow Traveller for shooting me an advance key to this. I'm playing the PC version, but man alive, this would be great on handheld. So I'm currently being talked to by Dr. Ellery. I say again, this is Dr. Ellery Vass. Can any operator personas on this suit please respond? Yes, that's me, so this already we know this is yes and this is no, so let's say yes. Alright, good. Operator activate all systems. Pilot authorization granted. Right, so these are going to be the tools that we have. Let's start with the topography. The readouts coming through, looking good. This is how we're going to navigate around the place. These will be our various utilities. Sampling, sample storage, terminal and retrieval seem to be installed. We have power, plenty of juice. Oxygen panel up, and rebreather functioning. I'm off reserve oxygen now. And that's the heading, that's going to be how we actually go places. And here is the depthometer. The dive panel is active, currently reading of 20 metres. Right, so we can swivel our heading like this. Oh, hello. You don't seem to know what you are doing. You are not an operator, are you? I'm going to say no. Then what are you? Why are you installed in this suit? Help me out here. I knew there was something strange about this suit when I got inside. It looks decades old. Look, we don't have time for this, so whatever program or system you are, I need you to work with me. You seem to respond to voice commands, so that's a start. We need to head north. I'll explain once we get going, but right now I'm locked out of half the systems on this suit. Someone, somehow, has rewritten the permissions to only respond to internal messaging. That means you. So I'm going to need you to take control. Let's get moving. Take me north into the reef. Please. Yeah. Right, so as I was saying, we can aim by doing this. But first of all, we need to actually scan the local area. And we can zoom in a bit. Scan the local area for points of interest to actually move to. Ah, we found one up here, so click on that. The Southern Gully. Steep rock walls rise up towards the surface on either side. The floor is layered with pale sand. So let's press this to actually get going. Boop. And this is us moving the suit to the new location. Good. Whatever you're doing, it's working. Let's keep heading north. Right, let's scan again. And again, we've got a new destination. Narrow Pass. A boulder fills the passage, blocking out the warm light of the alien planet 3 stars. Right, hang on, let's get going there. Oop, and yes, automatically aligned us. So yeah, this is actually later on we'll see that there is actually a hint of Metroidvania. You need to actually change the suit or whatever to be able to access certain areas, but that's not yet. Gully opening. Here the passage opens out, back into the dappled light of the reef shadows. Let's activate and let's actually start moving. So you can see this whole area outside here is stuff that we haven't actually charted yet, and this is at the limit of our scans. Ooh, there's something white, which means we haven't seen it yet. Soft currents. The softly flowing water is filled with glittering particles of organic matter. Signs of rich and thriving life all around. Well, let's go there then. Vector clear, let's go. Oxygen fine, power fine. Oh look, in the water, are those spores? And those stalks to the west, they look like huge fungi. This is unbelievable. Actual alien life. How can Minnie have kept this place a secret? I saw her notes at the base when I landed, and some telltale signs on approach, but here it is. The first extraterrestrial life humanity has ever discovered. I can't believe it. Right, let's have a scan. Right, there's a few things to do. Let's click on this, because this is going to be gathering some data. Bed of stalks. Fungal creatures made up of a series of stalks and plates attached to the rock. These dogs are beautiful. I wonder how they feed, how they grow, how they communicate. This place, this planet, needs to be studied. Keep scanning creatures, and I'll keep notes. Once we've gathered enough data, I can name and log each species. No matter what happens here, this is vital work. Right, what else have we got? This creature's external membrane appears to be made of layers of chitin, like earth arthropods, or fungi. Right, let's actually look at these destinations. We've got strange stalks. Beds of these creatures coat the pale rocks. Are these plants or animals? They're unlike any earth coral or sponge. Let's have a look. So we've already got a bit of a choice. Oh, hello! We startled some things there. What were those creatures? They were hidden amongst the stalks. Quickly, try to get a scan. Right, follow. Here's one. Oh, there's a bed of stalks again. I'm seeing a complex pattern of contracting and expanding silts, or slits, in this stalk's membrane. Mouths? Or sensing organs? The colonies are producing a shifting hum. Perhaps this is a form of communication between individuals. Stalk patch, a sample candidate. Let's have a go. See what that is. Oh, these stalks are covered in spores of all sizes. Perhaps we can sample one of the larger ones. Right, so we can now do some sampling. We need to do... Oh, she's still talking. I'm in position. You'll have to take the sample. Open up the sampling utility. Which I think is that. Right, so we need to twiddle this until we actually see... Oh, there we go. And then we need to lock it in. Fungal 5%, seed 0%. And take the sample. We've got one! Biological samples are vital tools for analysing and understanding creatures. But this suit should also allow you to deploy any sample back into the ocean. How about you test it out? Hold and drag it over to the central compass. Boop! Oh, there we go. Great, that's working as it should. Look, those creatures are coming for the spores. Why these ones in particular, I wonder? Perhaps different spores carry different compounds, each with a different purpose, or message. What do you think? Could the spores be a way of communicating between different colonies? Yeah. It isn't that strange. Fungi on Earth form networks of exchange. Maybe these stalks do the same. Anyway, sorry, I'm not sure why Let's keep moving. Right, let's scan this. I'm seeing spores entering and exiting the slits on the surface of the stalk. Something has been exchanged. The colonies seem to be broken up into individual patches and then larger groups over a wider area. So we're still slowly but surely getting all the data on the bed of stalks. We've gathered, well, about 4/5 of it at the moment. But let's move on to here. Smooth boulder. Could it have been thrown here during a volcanically active period in the planet's history? Let's have a look. Let's take a closer look. Scan the area. Oh, hello. Get you. Agile creature. Striped with luminous colours, these flexible, flapping creatures move rapidly through the water with little effort. These are such lively creatures, and so colourful too. I'll start logging my observation. Right, let's have a look at you. Reef stalks. New species. Right, so that's what we've basically named that bed of stalks now. I'm uploading my initial notes. Let's call these reef stalks. We can classify this species in the lab. An interlocking ecosystem seeded across the reef. So we don't need to scan those anymore. Let's go over there to the silent clearing. And off we go. Choo choo! That's the underwater train sound. Right, we've got a couple of points to go to. Let's try over here. Stalk patch. Sample candidate. Ooh. Let's go over there. See what we can sample. Right, let's have a go. Here we go. And got you. Stalk spore, containing a complex cocktail of minerals and compounds. Not quite sure what we're going to do with that now, because this time we're not going to release it, presumably? I don't know. We shall see. Oh, there's another one of you. Yes. A series of siphon jets. They are incredibly fast. If it's marked yellow, we've already done it, as I'm sure you've gathered by now. I think that's probably going back the way we came, to Southern Nursery, protected by the ridges from the strong northern currents. This could be a safe haven for younger, softer species. I'll have a look. I'll have a peek. See if there's anything worthwhile having a See if there's anything worthwhile here. And I think those are things we've already been to. So it looks like we'll have to just pop back again. This is where we took the split earlier. Okay, we've already sampled that. We don't need to do that again. Oh, you and you. These double agile creatures. We've now got half the data on those. Let's see what you are. Spore flow. Spores from the main part of the reef are brought into the southern nurseries. Right. Off we go. To wherever the hell this is. Oh, hello. Hey, can I ask you something? I've worked with AI programs before, but you aren't like them. They are predictable, programmatic, dull. Their intelligence allows them to lock and process data, that's all. But you are different. I feel like you are alive. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yes. Then you are different. I'm glad I'm not just imagining it. This is the feel-good story of the year, isn't it? But what are you, and what are you doing in this suit? Ooh, spooky. I think she knows who I am. It's me! Right, let's have a pop up here. To the northern currents. See what you are here. Right, scan. Now I believe over here, a long rift, wide and long, with sheer rock walls on either side, this deep rift channels unpredictable currents. I do believe this is our first taste of not being able to do something yet. Strong current. Flecked with spores, this water runs hard and fast. The suit can't push any further north here without better propulsion. We are denied. The vector is blocked. So it looks like we're going to have to go back the way we came. But I'm confident that we will at some point be able to upgrade the suit. Overgrown arch. This arch is covered in hardened stalks. Let's have a pop over here. Say hello to the archway on the northern line. Oh, hello. Large stalk. Static creature made up of one huge flexible stalk. This is a new thing. These huge stalks are incredible, each one a vertical ecosystem. They are leaking spores into the water as the fruiting bodies attach to their skin bloom. Ooh, another one over there. Are those spores or something else? Right, let's have a pop over here. Some more large stalks. Oh, the door has closed behind us. Did you see that? The stalks responded to our movement. They extended. And perhaps it was the sound we made when we moved through. Oh dear. We should be careful not to get trapped here. This suit's power capacity is limited. Oh dear. Well, let me just take this break to say if you are enjoying this gameplay and want to help me cover more of the best indie games, you can donate now using Buy Me a Coffee, or sign up to my Patreon to really help cover the costs of running this channel. But yes, let's actually see what else we've got in this local area. We've got some more things to scan. The chitin of the stalk's membrane is very hard, but flexibility is given by a surface of overlapping plates. Ooh, feeding grounds. Let's have a pop over here. Go ahead. I heard distant noises. Look at that big lad over there. There's a few things swimming. Look, over to the southwest. That stalk is totally calcified. Looks like a good sample candidate. Right, let's just get you. A distinctive hum. And also you, look at you. A shelled creature. This is new. Oh, it's going. It's off. Mobile creature with a large translucent shell and 4 swimming appendages. These creatures have such beautiful translucent shells. I'll start logging data on them as we find them. I think there's another one there. Oh, that's another bloody large stalk. It's safe to assume that the singing of these stalks relates to the communication between colonies seen elsewhere on this reef. There's also something just almost out of range. Large stalks which sway, producing a distinctive hum or groan. I'm naming these sing stalks for that strange hum they produce. What is its precise function, I wonder? So now we know all about the sing stalk. Let's try over here, because this looks a bit more interesting. Or actually, let's go over to this thing. The calcified stalk, because she did mention that, didn't she? This huge stalk is totally still. Its plates hardened into a rocky shell. Let's tootle on over. Mind that rock. This stalk looks dead. Open up the sampling panel and we can extract some of the outer membrane. Well, I think this is what we need to do. Fungal 15%. There's lots of dead material here, so we should be able to take multiple samples. So can I... Is there more? Yes, there is. double. Okay, so the chitin appears to be hardened with calcium carbonate. That could be useful if we need to boost our power. The suit is able to metabolize organic compounds to produce fuel. Just drag them to the power panel. Which is that one. The suit displays how much oxygen or power each sample can produce. No point wasting important samples. Here we go. And with these we can keep one sample so we can analyse it back at the base and use the other for a power boost. Our thing has gone up a bit there, which is nice. So yes, we are introducing survival mechanisms now. Who'da thunk it? Overgrown pass. The space between the rocks here is thick with stalks. The elaborate patterns they trace across the reef are beautiful. Well, let's say hello. Things are swimming around all over the shop. I'm a bit concerned. Bear Canyon. The rocks here are clear of stalks and other growths. Is their absence a territorial marker or just a side effect? Oh, lads! There's a swimmy lad. It's the agile creatures again. We've got almost 3/4 of that. Anyway, let's pop off over here. Keeping an eye now on the power, because that's now a mechanism that's been introduced. Cavern edge. A large cavern drops down into the reef here. Tootle, tootle, tootle. So I have to remember that's power. Not quite sure what good this does for us. I don't think this does anything. Oh, it gives us a tiny, tiny bit of power, apparently, that white bar. This is definitely much better, but let's keep that, as instructed by the good doctor. The Southern Canyon, or cavern. The water is still in the yawning entrance to the cavern. There is no signs of stalks or other reef life. We'll try it. Ooh, what was that? Oh, we have to go down. We need to go deeper. Oh, God. A proper ass cavern. Oh, God. Stalk patches. The patchy sunlight coming through the broken cavern roof is enough to allow stalks to grow here, if that is what they require. Let's have a peek. Deep in this canyon of doom. I assume it's a doom canyon. Ooh, hello. Tall stalk. A tall bubble-coated stalk which seats among the reef's stalk colonies, covered in wide irising pores. These tall stalks seem to watch over the smaller colonies. I'll start logging notes. Glittering stalk. Ooh, sample. Let's get a sample of this. Put this in our pot. Right. Oh, got loads of samples. This is good. I like it when there's plenty. Any more? These gaseous bubbles are intriguing. The interior gases are elevated pressure. If this membrane ruptured, the sac would screech as it depressurized. Is this part of the stalk communication system we've seen across the reef? Wait, I have an idea. Try deploying one by that blocked tunnel over there. I want to see how the stalks react. Just drag one over. Is that the blocked clogged tunnel? Stalks mesh across the cavern here, hardened into the near-solid wall of tubes and plates. So let's get the samples, which are here. Which one was it? I think it was one of these, wasn't it? Deploy inside line, the yellow line. There. Vector clear! We've blown our way out of the cavern. They retracted! Those bubbles must be some kind of signal system. I'll call them shrill sacs, for that squeak. We can use these to get through the heavy growth ahead. Let's get moving. So you can see, yes, we are starting to get tools to do things and move around the place. So it's not just a story, this is a genuine, I say Metroidvania, but in the loosest possible interpretation. Genuinely fascinating, this. I'm eager to see where else this goes. But we will stop here because obviously there's a long way to go. And I think we've got a very good measure of this game so far. But I still haven't actually played around with a lot of these tools yet. So this is very cool indeed. And so it comes out on Steam and Nintendo Switch on the 3rd of April 2020. So do check it out. It is fascinating. A genuinely fascinating game. So do subscribe to the channel as well, Randomise User. And for all the best indie games out there, clicking the bell to make sure that you are reminded when new videos do go live. And I shall see you next time. Bye for now.